formidable foe and home of the Kansas State Wildcats. Today, a couple of squads here to square off in a Big 12 showdown. As we'll see, the UCF Knights taking on the Kansas State Wildcats. For EA Sports College Football, Reese Davis with you alongside David Pollack and Jesse Palmer. Time to get this game started. The Knights will get us underway with the opening kickoff. On the run from inside his own 5. He was looking for some running room, but not much to be found as he stopped at the 18. The Wildcats offense will have first crack at this one. Every team has impact players. What traits are you looking for when it comes to players who can make an impact, David?
Well, obviously, you want the main things, right? Speed, physicality, like all power, all those things are really, really good. But you also need guys that will hold people accountable, guys that will lead. And it's nice to have those guys on your team. They're the leaders of the team, and they're the best players.
And part of the reason why they're leaders is because these guys galvanize their teammates, right? We've seen time and time again, these dudes make plays, and it just sparks the sideline. It sparks the coaching staff. It sparks the fans. They're special players, and they all have to play well today.
The RPO, fire complete to the left. Across the 35, out of bounds at the 36, and a really good pickup as they're starting to move. Quarterback may change this route. They've got it at the 36. It's a 1st and 10. On the option, he'll toss it. A most efficient pickup of 6 on 1st down. It's 2nd and 4. It's been a rough start for these guys, and you look down the schedule in the Big 12, there aren't many soft landing spots.
Well, no doubt about it. This team has had some bad breaks early this year in Big 12 play, but they've got to make good things happen, David. They've got to do a better job of executing offensively, defensively, and on special teams, and it's got to start today.
Yeah, finding a way to make those critical plays. Because, what do you know in the Big 12? There's always going to be a lot of scoring, right? And they've come up short. But I think as you find yourself throughout the season, you've got to realize, I got to build those confidence. I got to make those plays. And once you do it once, and maybe it happens today, you start to build that confidence.
The Wildcats come to the line on 3rd and short, trying to convert here. Johnson wants to throw it. Oh, they really could have used that catch there. Physical pass defense. It brings up a 4th down.
Well, they try to throw for it there on 3rd down on the opening drive of the game. They don't get it, but let's punt the ball away. Let's trust our defense. And, guys, let's also trust this home field advantage and the crowd to get loud and make it real difficult on our opponent.
Fields the punt and tries to help improve that field position. Cover guys do their job, and they get him stopped at the 22-yard line. So the UCF Knights offense will try to get something going with their first possession. But, Jesse, it's always fun to see a guy who's been challenged, see if he can answer the bell and get things done.
Well, we talked to him this week, and he knows that people are out there questioning him. I think that leaves a big chip on his shoulder, David. He wants to prove to the entire college football world he's got what it...
Turning it on! Big pickup on the ground here to keep this drive moving and give them a 1st down. The Knights headed quickly to the line.
And how about the running back, man? Rips off a big play. This offense creates some momentum. And what do? They keep their foot on the gas, right back on the football to try to keep this offense rolling.
Strong pass rush gets to the quarterback, and they get him at the 46. Man down on the play as the officials take a break to let him be checked out. Behind the chains now on 2nd and long. Wants to go up top. Unloads to the wideout. Fired just a little too long as the junior frustrated he missed that connection.
Well, the quarterback knew where he wanted to go with the ball. His intended target just wasn't open, so the quarterback made sure he put that football in the stands.
Brown wants to pass. Unleashes one. Makes the grab. He's loose down the left side. And he glides into the end zone easily, but this one might be coming back. The penalty wipes out the big play and the touchdown. It is just a punch in the gut for any offense. Let's see what they do on third down. Trying play action. Under fire. Got out of trouble and throws. He is not going to get there. Stopped short of the line to gain, and it'll be fourth down.
You got to love that. On defense, one of the most critical statistics out there is how do you play on third down? How do you prevent the opponent from keeping drives alive? Right there, tackling the catch. You gave up the completion. Whoop-de-doo. You set up fourth and long. You're going to get the ball back. Go get some water and celebrate.
And he's going to get it up to about the 29-yard line before he's brought down. K-State has the ball back, and the Power Cat offense returns to the field. They'll get this drive started from the 29. That last drive won't go on the highlight reel after ending in a punt. They'd like to be more productive this time, David.
And I think this offense has to be a little bit more balanced. Find a little balance between the run, Jesse, and working in that pass.
And I think, too, David, it's just going to take a spark. It just takes one play to get this thing picked up and going.
They'll go to work in the air on second down. And it just squirted through his hands. He wanted to take off and got too anxious.
Well, he did a good job getting to the middle of the field. That's where the offense wanted to attack on that play. He's just got to do a better job looking that football in.
The Wildcats come to the line on third and short, hoping to keep the drive alive. That defensive front just flat whipped them as they knock him down for a big loss. They bring the punter onto the field now. He'll go back to work and punt it away for the second time. Special teams coming through. As they pin him back, they'll mark it dead at the 10. UCF has it once again. What do you think about that? They'll snap it from the 10 for the first play of this drive. Off the RPO, complete. Looks as if we have an injury on that last play, and we'll take a break to check him out. What will they dial up on second, and a long way to go? Brown will throw it. Fires to the wideout. Working on the right. Coming out, attacking from deep in their own end, and they're out at the 26 with the first down. Here's this offense with a fresh set of downs. Coming out on first down with the play fake. It's as if that ball had a magnet going back to the offense. How in the world did they keep it? The Knights with a long way to go after the loss on the last play. Wants to fire on second down.
I think if you're the quarterback moving forward, you need to start thinking about hot routes to your tight ends and to your running backs because of this outside linebacker. He's a guy that has shown the knack to get after the QB. When he comes blitzing, you need to have an outlet throw in your back pocket. Motion from the wide receiver. On third and long, he's going to have to turn one loose downfield. And he feels the heat coming, and it burns him up. Another sack. The Knights will bring the punt team onto the field. This will be the second time they've had to kick it away. Sometimes avoiding disaster is the best thing. The punter just gets it out of there. And the punt team able to smack him to the ground. And here comes the Kansas State offense back onto the field. After a punt on their last possession, they are set up in plus territory this time. And honestly, it wouldn't have mattered if they scored a touchdown their last possession. You've got to be able to turn the page and see this as a brand new... Oh, he's going to try to hit him over the top. And it's incomplete. Good play downfield by the DB.
And, man, I tell you what, I just love his instincts. You can tell when the ball's being passed, he sees it, and he breaks on the football. That's why he's in the top 10 in interceptions this season. Just such a great feel in the passing game, and you got to be careful.
Breaks into the open. Almost took it all the way there, but it's a huge gain, and they're set up with a 1st and goal.
And that's the dangerous part about this offense, man. They'll get the ball out to a receiver that can do that. That can make plays after the catch. Hard to bring down, hard to tackle. That's why this offense can be so explosive.
He works his way all the way down to the 3, and the defense is reeling. It's been a defensive battle through the 1st period, and the stats tell that tale. Both sides trying to find a little rhythm and efficiency and move the ball some here as we start the 2nd quarter. They love to start this quarter off with a touchdown right here. On the option. Now the pitch. And that one will go in reverse. The defense all over that pitch on the option. It's 3rd and goal and a long way from the end zone. Johnson looking to throw. Snagged out of the air. And good coverage by the defense, just a short gain. And it looks as if they're going to try a field goal. From the left hash, this one shouldn't be too much trouble. Didn't make him sweat at all. It's good. And the first points of the day come on that field goal.
Ole Miss and LSU, fellas, they've given us some classics, and we've got another good one brewing today. LSU delivered the type of thrashing generally reserved for homecoming games in Baton Rouge. Thing is, this was a road victory, and a win like this is going to resonate throughout the SEC. Iron sharpens iron, and you just know a top 15 matchup like this is going to go a long way in telling the story of each of these teams' seasons.
Yeah, how about that? Sounds as if they had a good ball game there, Kevin. Thanks for the update. From the gun, running back gets to give. Defense there to stop him after a gain of 1 to the 22. When you have a conference as deep and balanced as this Big 12 is, it's important to get off to a quick start in conference play.
Yeah, you're going to be challenged each and every week here in the Big 12 Conference. Since they've expanded, the quality of this conference has gotten so much better. So, David, big challenge here to make sure mentally your mind is right starting the season off today.
Yeah, I mean, to make your dreams come true, it starts one game at a time, the old cliche. But the Big 12, year in and year out, so many different teams that can beat you, so many different teams that can put points up on the scoreboard. Got to start fast in Big 12 play.
3rd and long, and he'll try to throw for it. Got it in the middle. It's Wade. It's a game of 1st downs, and they've got one out to their own 37. The Knights come to the line with a new set of downs. Brown wants to pass. Catch in the middle. It's Burke. They make the stop, trying to pick up just a little bit at a time to get to that 1st down marker.
That's a good job by the drag route there, understanding its zone coverage. So instead of continuing to run across the field, he settles down into an open spot, making it easy for his quarterback.
Pulls and fires complete to the right. And the defense settled in to stop that one for a short gain.
And offenses nowadays, they're really just counting numbers. How many guys do you have out wide? How many guys do I have out wide? If I have enough guys to block your guys, boom, it's just built into the offense. Pitch, catch, let me get a few yards.
Brought down at the 20-yard line after ripping off the big play. The Knights come to the line in the hurry-up. From the red zone, looking for a space. Lets it fly deep downfield. And he really wanted to get the touchdown there, but it's incomplete. So now it's 2nd and long. After the incompletion, back to the passing game. Going to try to pop one on the screen. And it's pretty obvious there was a big hole in that screen, and the defense ran right through it. The Knights need a massive chunk play to move the sticks here on 3rd down. Wide receiver going in motion. They'll run play action. makes the catch. Gets it inside the 5, down to the 4, and it'll be 1st and goal. The Knights didn't start this drive with great field position, but they have moved methodically down the field. Quarterback on the keeper. They'll knock him down for a loss of a couple.
And, man, that is a great tackle. And your safeties have to be great tacklers, especially nowadays with all these quarterbacks that want to run. These good athletes like this guy right here, nice job being in space, getting him to the ground. That is a tough ask, but, man, did he do it right there.
Brown will throw it. Rushes on him. Smashes through the tackle. And he's forced. To the goal line, and that shove saved a touchdown.
Man, I love the decision-making right there. Like, drop back to pass, look for your shots. You don't see it, tuck it, get positive yards, makes the next down even easier. That is a great heads-up early down play for this QB.
Whistle blows, and this is the 2-minute timeout, and these guys have a chance to take the lead before halftime. 4th and goal from the 2. Can they finish this drive? They'll try to run it in. Not only the 4th and goal stop, but they get him in the backfield at the 4-yard line.
Low man wins. Defense that time on 4th down was expecting run. You saw at the point of attack how they just dominated. There was nowhere for that guy to go. Defense wins the down. They give it back up now to their offense.
And maybe he'll get back to the line of scrimmage, but no more than that.
Awesome job up front by this defensive line, being so good at the point of attack and eating blocks, eating some double teams that allows these linebackers to run.
He's picked off, and he's thrown a dozen of them. Got room on the return. Touchdown, Knights! The defense gets it done with that huge interception return.
And this is exactly what you dream about for a defense. Seeing the big turnover, making the pick, and then putting points on the board yourself. Great play by the defense.
And for a quick update, let's go to Kevin. In the studio.
Fellas, who knows how things are going to finish up in the Big Ten this season, but this is a game to keep in mind. UCLA was relentless today in a road win that frankly wasn't even as close as the final score indicates. This was a vintage Bruins performance, one that really should instill confidence within this program. No cupcakes this week, fellas. This Big Ten battle was much anticipated, and at least one side can say it's a game they'll savor for some time.
And Kevin Connors keeping an eye on everything all over the country. Sounds like they had a good one there. Still at their own 20 after that last incompletion. It's 2nd and 10. He's got him this time. He'll get a fresh set down, stopped at the 31-yard line.
important in the passing game that it's not just receivers doing all the work. You got to get running backs involved. You got to get your big fellas. You got to get the tight ends going too.
Trying to set up the screen. Across the 45. Steered out of bounds at about the 36-yard line. A big pickup, and they are threatening. Not the most productive half for this offense so far, but finally starting to get it in gear. 1st and 10. Looking to throw, it's Barnett. Fires deep toward the end zone. And they won't make the connection, looking to make a big play there.
This quarter. Getting frustrated, and you can see it now, right? They've had some possessions, but they only have a field goal to show for it, and he's now starting to take shots. That time, that was not the right look to throw it way down the field here at the end of the first half, but the defense loves this because right now, this quarterback is playing right into their hands.
And this one will be stopped for no gain. IndyCar tempo as they head to the line for this 3rd down play. Clock running. From the gun, wants to pass. Hauls it in. He gets it so close to the 1st down marker, but I think he's going to be a touch short. Timeout called here by the defense. It's the first one they've used this half. I'm not sure this was ever a real decision. They'll go for it on 4th and inches. Off the RPO, throw to the right, looking for the 1st. Here's a timeout on the field. Tight game here late in the first half. They were easily within field goal range there, but they don't feel like you can win this game 3 points at a time.
No, pass. I mean, you got to be aggressive. You got to get touchdowns, man. You've seen the emphasis. Defenses are willing to give up yards now to make you kick field goals. I like this offense being aggressive. Forget the 3s. We need 6s.
The clock will stop with this timeout from the offense. They'll get a chance to regroup on the sideline. Bring in the heat. And the defense makes a play, and they get the quarterback down at the 26. We've got a timeout in the waning seconds of the half. Maybe a chance to get off a couple more plays. Just a few seconds remaining here as they try to put something up before halftime. Johnson wants to throw it. Here's the pressure. He can't find his man, and the clock stops with 6 seconds left.
There's a lot of QBs that when they get hit and when they get hurried and when they get pressured, they become very average. Really nice job by the defense, pressuring the quarterback.
On 3rd and long, hoping to throw beyond the sticks. The pass is incomplete, and 1 second is left. And with just a few seconds remaining here in the first half, they'll try to kick a field goal. Not a chance. Missed it. And it is still a 4-point deficit. First half in the books. Time now to join Kevin Connors in our halftime update.
Men, it should come as no surprise that we have ourselves a fun matchup in Manhattan. And a lot of coaches will say limiting the big plays and maybe hitting on a few yourself is key. But I'm more of a move the chains guy. Give me efficiency every day of the week and twice on Saturday. The offensive unit that subscribes to the less is more philosophy might be the one that leaves here today with a big fat W. With that said, let's send it back to the guys in the Little Apple.
Thanks for that halftime report, Kevin. Kansas State will kick off as we get things started here in the third quarter. From inside his own 10, let's see what he gets. Couldn't find a way to create that broken field as he stopped at the 25. The UCF offense back on the field, ready to go to work. They had this lead to start the third quarter because of the passing game. Didn't get a lot done on the ground.
They did, but the quarterback is in a rhythm. That was obvious in the first half. And so this first drive, you want to continue that. You want to see good decision-making. You want to see him playing on time. And as always, delivering the football with accuracy.
I mean, I don't know how I don't give him the football. It's the reason I built the lead. He's the guy that I can trust. This offense is built around him. So I expect more of the same here in the second half.
The short hands, it's Thomas. Brought down at the 46, but he got 10 on the play. The offense setting up shop at the 46, 1st and 10. Quick completion to the right. And the defense had that one well covered, just a short gain there. They're dealing with a 2nd and long. Motion from the wideout. Off play action. He'll pull it down. This junior making his presence felt and making the stop after a short gain. 3rd and short from the 49. Is this 4-down territory? Caught in the backfield. It's Thomas. He's going to come up a couple of yards short of the 1st down. The Knights will punt it away on 4th down. Wanted to make sure not to give them a chance for a return as it goes out of bounds. K-State has the ball back and the Power Cat offense returns to the field. The sledding has been tough. Scores have been at a premium, Jesse, and every possession seems like it could switch the momentum of the game.
Yeah, Reese, for this offense, just feels like they just haven't been as physical. And for this offensive coordinator, David, he's having to go deep into the playbook just to try to generate a 1st down.
Well, and the good thing is there's not a ton of game pressure because the other side's not scoring either. But if you can find that one thing, get that one positive play, and then maybe you get those juices going and something can start to build.
They've got to come up with a big play on this 3rd and long. Got his man. They finally get to him, but what a play there to pick up the 1st down. And the Wildcats come to the line with a fresh set of downs. The RPO, it's complete. And a good job in coverage there as they stop it after just a few.
Great effort by the defense here. Offense trying to go wide receiver screen. How about the speed on defense rounding to the football?
Sends it back in motion. Looking for a man. It's Barnett. It's complete on the right side. He's close to the 1st down, but they're going to mark him just a little short.
Well, a nice completion there, finding the tight end. And what's so beautiful about that is while they didn't get the 1st, they were able to pick up enough yards now to make the 3rd down manageable, really putting this offense in a good position.
3rd down, a lot of times it comes down to not necessarily who's the most open, who do you trust the most?
No, it's not about the X's and the O's. It's about the Jimmys and the Joes. And when my guy's better than you.
And the defense will corral the quarterback, and down he goes at midfield. Kansas State pushing the pace.
Great job by the defense that time, getting the sack.
And the defense gets loose, bringing the heat, and down he goes again.
Man, this defense has played so well, and this offense, they've struggled. They haven't executed greatly. They're going to have to do it against a really good defense who continues to apply pressure. They got to find a way.
Intercepted. Big play stops the drive. Nice pickup on the return, but more... They got the takeaway, and now they're in business. Now the UCF offense ready to go back to work. And points have been hard to come by in this one. They'll try to put together a drive. It's complete. Brings him down at the 27-yard line. It's a pickup of 15 and a 1st down for this offense. Defense going to jam these receivers right off the line. Off play action on 1st down. Ball into the end zone, and it's intercepted. He goes down after the short return, but what a play to get the football back.
And defensive backs, you think, don't have good hands. The big fella shows it. How about that defensive back going up and getting the interception? Nice job breaking on the football. You say that's why you play defense, because you don't have hands? Yeah, I beg to differ.
And the Wildcats, now with a long way to go to pick up the first down. Johnson looking to throw. He lobs one high down the left side. And they wanted it all on that incomplete pass. Instead, they're looking at third down.
This is a top 25 defense, guys. One of the best units in the entire country. They're so good situationally, and they understand the importance of getting leads early, making the offense predictable, having to throw in these types of situations so they can adjust accordingly. And that's what they're doing right now. Their coverage is being dictated by the scoreboard. They're going to make it really, really hard on this quarterback here in the second half to throw any completions.
K-State sends the punt team onto the field, ready to boot it away. Let's see if he can help the coverage team out with this one. Calls for and makes the fair catch, but there is a penalty flag down, and we'll see what this is about.
Personal foul. Roughing the kicker. Defense.
The officials offer the deal, and the coach accepts it. They will take the penalty. So the offense keeps this drive alive thanks to the roughing the punter penalty. On the move, it's Edwards. Shows him the stiff arm. Finding a way to put that foot in the ground and get it up to the 37-yard line.
And I think this has probably been the most surprising thing of this game so far. This guy's one of the best running backs in the entire country. They just can't get him going. He's never been able to get into a rhythm. You got to give the defense so much credit because they have been able to shut this guy down, and they got to keep that up here in the second half.
We've reached the end of the period, and it's UCF holding the lead. They've built a cushion. They've got a nice lead. Now the task is finish the deal as you take a look at the third quarter stats. Not only is the scoreboard on their side, but so too is time as we open the fourth. With the break, they had a little extra time to dial something up this third down play. Johnson wants to throw it. Looking to the big tight end. He's got it. They'll move the chains. Good execution on third down. They've got it at the 41.
And look, defenses obviously have to play man coverage in different situations of the game, but you got to wonder if this defense wants to keep playing man after giving up that big play.
From the gun, the running back tries to hit the hole. Got enough for the first down. All down, but he has enough to move the chains.
First down, you know you always want to establish the running game. How about this offense? Nothing fancy. Run the football, be physical, get a big gain.
This Kansas State offense is moving quickly down the field. Finds his tight end. And he goes out of bounds after a nice pickup on that one.
They say tight ends are a quarterback's best friend in the pass game because think about it. The tight end's the guy lined up closest to the quarterback, which means generally those are the easiest throws a quarterback has. We saw it on that play.
Tough, determined run gets it down to the 12.
And this is an offense that really relies on its running game on that second down call, giving it to the back, letting him find a way to go get a first.
Wants to throw on first down, using the quick game. That completion will take him inside the 10 to the 9-yard line.
And I love when my quarterback sees zoned and knows exactly where to go with the football. Sees the wide receiver running the drag route, knows when to throw it, pulls the trigger for the easy completion.
He'll ride his man on the option. He's brought down at the 6, but the defense feeling the heat to make a stop here.
Nice job by this defense playing assignment football. Somebody has to have the quarterback. Somebody has to have the pitch. And most importantly, when you get there, you got to get him on the ground. Nice job.
The offense coughs it up. Oh, and he gets the ball back. Lucky to do so. Guess it could have been worse. And let's hold on just a minute here as the officials are going to have a second look. So the officials take a closer look, and the replay booth will overturn the call. It's a one-score game late, and they've got to go for it on 4th down. He'll try to throw and pick up the first down. And they get to him and sack the quarterback, and they'll stop the drive on downs. He leaves it with the back. That is a big win for this defense, as they were right there as soon as he got the ball. After getting knocked back to open this drive, it's 2nd and 12. Brown wants to pass. Gets it out quickly. Didn't pick up a lot there. Moved it forward just a few. And if you didn't know this was a big play, the crowd is telling you. A huge 3rd down. From the gun, wants to pass. Going downfield for the big play. And they can't hook up on the big play, and that brings up a 4th down. The Knights will punt this one away. He's getting a lot of work. 4th time he's punted tonight. Just needs a crack to get a return. And the punt team able to sling him to the ground. And here comes the Kansas State offense back onto the field. These last couple of drives, Jesse, have been about the defense making clutch stand.
I think for this offense, they can stay aggressive knowing that their defense is going to bail them out time and time again here.
Yeah, and especially when you go for those 4th down situations, you do that a lot of times because you know your defense can make stands, make stops. They did on that last possession for you.
Steps away to find some room. Grab near the marker. It's Brown. They bring him down, but not before he's able to pick up the first down. Quarterback stands alone, all wide receivers. He's going for a big play downfield. And this is dropped. Incomplete pass. He had a huge gain in his fingers, and he couldn't hold on. Plenty of distance between them and the sticks here on 2nd down. A pickup of 8 now to convert this 3rd and 2.
And a nice job by the running back, finding space, getting downhill, making the good run. Great job finishing with his pads.
The Wildcats really need to keep this drive alive on 3rd down. Clock stops. We have reached the 2-minute timeout, and the offense is looking for a play to close this deal out. Looking to move the chains. They throw it complete to the left. And boy, is he close to that first down, maybe just a couple of inches short. Big man has it. It's a first down and more. Turns out to be an easy conversion for this offense as they move the chains on 4th down.
Well, that is a play that we're going to circle. If this team is able to fight their way back and win this game, that one was huge. 4th.
It's a running room. Got some room, entered to the goal line. Touchdown, Kansas State. And with that, they move out front here in the 4th.
Man, and just what the doctor ordered. You needed a big play to go out there and try to take the lead, and you find your receiver out wide. He runs by the DB. Nice throw, nice catch. You got the lead.
He'll bring it back from inside his spot. Didn't find any crease in that kickoff coverage, and he'll be stopped at the 17. UCF has it once again. What do you think about that? And this junior signal caller has hardly been at his best, and when you've been around, when you're the veteran presence, you have to perform at a higher level. And you can... And he can't get it off. Taken down. What a huge play this late in the game. Brown will throw it. And the pass is incomplete, jarred loose by the hit.
Well, this offense is up against it here. Trailing late in the game, the defense knows they're going to throw the football. First down, they get sacked. 2nd down, incompletion. There's no mystery what's happening here. Quarterback's just going to have to make a play on 3rd down.
He wants a big play here late. Almost intercepted, and that might have been the ball game if he had held on. Instead, it's 4th down. No hesitation at all. The offense stays on the field. They'll go for it. It's incomplete, and they desperately needed to keep that drive going, and they couldn't make the connection. K-State has the ball back, and the Power Cat offense returns to the field. They are in business, starting this drive inside the 10-yard line. Might be calling a hot route. He wastes no time and comes out throwing. And he reels it in for a touchdown, and that just might seal it.
And it was so important for the offense to come up with a touchdown there and not kick a field goal. You're trying to put this thing out of reach. And that touchdown puts so much pressure on their opponent now with less than 2 minutes to go.
Kickoff unit on the field, and this defense will be called on to protect this lead. Looking for an alley from inside his own 10. Not a lot of space to be found. Good hustle by the coverage team, and they stop him at the 21. They come to the line for the first play of the drive, snapping it from the 21. Wants to go up top on first down. He's taking a deep shot. A sensational grab down the field there as they try to at least put a positive spin on the end of this game. The big gain on offense, and the play will stand. The offense declines the penalty. I don't think the pressure's going to get to these guys. This is when it's fun. Late in the game, down one score, got to have it right now. Oh, no, the ball popped out. Recovered by the defense, and he's off. Oh, he's got some space.
And this really puts it out of reach. I mean, it was already a tall order, and you had to be aggressive in this situation. But now, with this turnover, this one's all but over.
This offense has it with really good field position. Going for it all. Oh, he had it. The deep ball was there, and it just trickled through his fingers.
Perfect timing. Got there right when the ball got there. Didn't get there a little bit early. Saving the touchdown. Nice timing by that defender.
Johnson looking to throw. And here's the pick. And, oh, did they need that right now?
Let's go. Talk about having one foot in the grave. This was almost over. They're up by 2 possessions in the fourth quarter, and they got the football. Thank goodness they're choosing to throw the football, not run the clock. Man, we needed that pick. Now it's the offense's turn to go out and make something happen.
Second down, he'll throw it. And the quarterback goes down at the 11-yard line. The offense gets the timeout. 12 ticks left on the clock. Now third and long, and trying to play catch-up in more ways than one after that earlier sack. A deep throw as the clock winds down. What a spectacular grab there as they try to finish this game with a little something to feel good about. So the offense will decline that penalty after the big play. And after this play, the cake will be baked. Looking to throw on first down. Throws toward the end zone. Oh, he dropped it. That deep ball was right on the money. You just have to make that catch. Winning can become a habit. Now they've won back-to-back games and probably building a little confidence from that.
And you want it to be a habit. That's what you talk about as a coach week after week. Let's build. Let's create momentum and continue to build on it. And then you look